Morning, folks. Hi, I'm Phil McPhail with United Country Lifestyle Properties in Maine, and today I'm really excited to share a property with you. If you and the friends or family have been looking for a property you could buy together, I think I found the perfect spot here on Big Lake in Big Lake Township, Maine. Let's take a look at two cabins on an acre and a half, over 300 feet of lake frontage, really private out on the end of Crockett Point. Let's go on and check inside and check out this first cabin. This is a 24 by 32 vertical log cabin, all made out of cedar, finished nice inside. Both cabins set on blocks on top of the ground. We got some really nice gravelly soil here. They seem to be fairly level and true for having no foundations. Come on in, let's go take a look at this one. So as we come in on the front porch of the 24 by 32 vertical log cabin, we got this beautiful screen porch here. Great views looking out onto the lake. This is finished on the inside with V-match wood, and we have some nice glass doors leading into the cabin. Let's go on in and take a look inside. As you come into the cabin here, and this is the vertical log cabin, we got a spiral staircase that accesses two upstairs bedrooms, and there's a catwalk in between. Over here we got a kitchen space, and we apologize, folks, this cabins, they're both closed up for the winter time. They're used mostly just in the summer. So we got some furniture scattered all over. A nice counter space over here, place for a gas refrigerator. There's gas lights. We got a sink plumbed in here. Water does come from the lake. They pump it from the lake when they're here in the summertime. Around this corner over here, we have a 3/4 bath. We've got a sink, a flush, and a stand-up shower here. And then here in the back, we've got two bedrooms. And both these bedrooms are pretty close to the same size. They got a little closet in each one. So you got plenty of room for yourself and as many guests as you probably want to bring in. This spiral staircase is quite a space saver. But if you are in here, you want to make sure you don't have snow on your boots. It's quite slippery. Catwalk goes into the bedroom down there, and then we got a little sleeping area here as well. So you got more bedroom space, room for the kids, the guests, whoever's along for the trip. We're over here at the other cabin now, and this is a stick-built cabin. Both these cabins were built in the 70s and 80s. This one's 20 by 32, and that 32 feet includes an 8 by 20 porch on the front of the building, all screened in. Let's go inside this one and take a look around. All right, coming into the other cabin now, and when we come in the back door, we come right into the kitchen area. Again, there's a place here for a gas refrigerator and a gas stove if you want one. Either place. Both buildings were wired up to hook to the generator, and this is an off-grid location in case I hadn't mentioned that earlier. Out behind the cabin, there's a nice concrete structure for storing your generator and putting your pump in to pump the water from the lake. Off to my left here, we've got a bathroom. When you come out of the kitchen, this is kind of an L-shaped open room here. We're in the living room here, and off to my left, we got a Franklin fireplace for heat. We do have a metal Bestis chimney going up through the roof. This has sliding glass doors out onto the screen porch, and we'll show you that next. This is a beautiful porch, all screened in, great place to hang out, check out the views of the lake any time of the year. It's winter time, so we need to use our imagination a little bit about what that lake looks like when it's not completely frozen solid. Let's go upstairs and check out the two bedrooms up here. As you come up the stairs, to my right, we've got a nice bedroom in here. There are skylights in this upstairs bedroom, on the upstairs across the whole side of this building, so you got a lot of natural light coming here. We have no power, so this is pretty good. And if we come down this way, we got another place for beds, maybe a little reading area or a place to, just hang out and do a puzzle. And then in the front of the building on the lake side, we have a larger bedroom in here with windows looking out over the lake. Hey folks, if you've ever wanted to walk on water, you got to come to Maine in February. Let's talk about Big Lake. Big Lake is over 10,000 acres. That's how it got its name. This is 70 feet deep in its deepest spot. We've got almost every species of fish that swims in Maine is in this lake. This is some really good smallmouth bass fishing and landlocked salmon. As a matter of fact, Grand Lake Stream, which is one of Maine's most famous fly fishing streams, maybe one of the more famous ones in the country, runs into the lake on the other shore. So that's an inlet. So the salmon come down here in the wintertime, and in the spring, all of us fly fishermen are over there in Grand Lake Stream catching the salmon running up to West Grand Lake. Another neat feature of this area is we are surrounded by 335,000 plus or minus acres of conservation land in the Sunrise Tree Farm easement, as well as the Down East Lakes Land Trust. So a lot of the shoreline here around not just Big Lake, but West Grand, up into Lakeville, Sisla Dobbs Jr., a lot of protected water here. You've got dozens and dozens of miles of boating here you can do from this spot on this lake, and then trailer over to Grand Lake Stream Village and put into West Grand and keep on going. Beautiful part of Maine. This property is located here on the end of Crockett Point. We've got some amazing views in almost 180-degree direction from the cabins. Hey folks, before we keep looking at the property, don't forget, like and share our videos, and please subscribe to our channel. If you keep coming back and wondering why you missed the last video, that's why you're not a subscriber. So hit that bell and put on all the notifications. Originally, these lots were actually leased lots back in the day when the paper company leased them. They're not leased anymore. You own the land. And there's 1.5 acres of lots here. There's 2 lots together that make 1.5 acres. 306 plus or minus feet along the shore. We were able to locate both pins that were referenced in the deeds on the shoreline, so that's good. And we got some beautiful pine, we've got birches, we've got some maple down here, and then a lot of clearing of the underbrush, so we have great views of the lake in all directions. And I know most of you folks out there don't know where Big Lake Township is. We're actually in Washington County, which is the 3rd least populated county in the state of Maine. Big Lake Township is about 8 miles from Princeton, Maine. And Princeton's got a grocery store, some gas stations, a health clinic, a bank, enough to get your basic services. Calais, which is about 28 miles from here, and 35 minutes or so, probably 40 minutes by the time you get out of the camp road. There's a bigger hospital there. We've got Walmart, a lot of small shops, restaurants, and that is a border town with New Brunswick, Canada. Bangor, the international airport, is 90 miles and about a 2-hour drive. You come out of here and go across Route 9 to get to the city of Bangor. While you're here in Big Lake Township, for those of us who like to travel to Canada, and I'm one of them, New Brunswick's only about 30 minutes from here. The historic St. Andrews by the Sea, which is a beautiful town on the other side of the border, it's got a championship golf course there. It's a kind of laid out like a traditional old British colony, and it hasn't changed a whole lot in the last few hundred years. Beautiful little town. The city of St. John, New Brunswick, which is the largest city in New Brunswick, is only 100 miles from here, or a couple hours drive. Pretty good highway all the way over to St. John. St. John, even though it's the largest city in New Brunswick, is not the capital. Anybody out there know what the capital of New Brunswick is? Share that in the comments down below. And from all of you who are coming from the larger cities, Boston is about 320-30 miles from here and about a 5.5-hour ride. So we are out in the woods here, folks. Big Lake Township is very remote, but you can get to services within a reasonable distance of here, and pretty much everything you could need within a half hour to 40 minutes. Hey, I want to thank you guys for taking this tour of this incredible property here in Big Lake Township. You see this online, call quick. I don't think this is going to last very long. Let's wrap up the video, but before we do, again, don't forget, like, share, and hit that subscription button. This property is Big Lake Township. We're at Crockett Point at the very end of it. We've got the 2 cabins. We've got 1.5 acres and over 300 feet of frontage. Your price and your taxes are right here, folks. Don't delay. Give me a call, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.